All right, good day. My name is George. I'm a program assistant on the GATS program, and today I'll be continuing with my Quick Labs series as we look at resource monitoring under Google Cloud Operations Suite. Okay, so make sure you're logged in using the email associated with the GATS program. Open the lab, right click on that button, open it in a new incognito window or a private window as it may be called in your own browser. Okay, so the lab is for 1 hour. We have several tasks, about 7 of them. Please read through the tasks so that you reduce the number of errors that you might encounter. Again, if you do meet up experience quota limits errors while you started the lab, just like I have, then you need to talk to support in order to fix that. So I'm going to do a slide demo here. I'm going to chat with support and get them to lift that quota as I'm currently experiencing. So let me just say hi and get placed in the queue. I'm the first in the queue. Okay, so I'm being asked to give the lab name, and so let me pick the name from here. Copy that and I put that there. Okay, these quotas are, like you saw if you went through the module, are there to prevent over provisioning of resources. Sometimes it might not be you, might be an error. It might be someone has had access to your account, and for that reason they are able to provision as many resources as they may want to, and so with those quota it means it gets blocked and they need to go through the process of requesting, which will help the platform identify that one, that you're not the person. Secondly, it gives you time to respond to. So the quota is there. It's not a limit. If you want more based on your activity, if you request, the quota will be lifted for your resources. Okay, so give them a few minutes. They should get back to me with the quota limited. So I've sent out my requests. Let's see what happens. It's taking a bit longer than it usually does. Okay, let me pause the video here. I'll get back when my quota limit is removed. Okay, so the quota has been lifted, so I can of course leave um, a rating and close this in the chart. Okay, so I'll do that, minimize that, and then restart the lab once more. There you go. So let's pick the password from here. Okay, so we'll go to the normal process of agreeing to the terms. Don't enable that email update, whatever. You don't need it. The email doesn't belong to you. Okay, so let's go up. Task 1, create a monitoring workspace. Verify resources to monitor. 3 VM instances have been created for you that you will monitor. So let's see those instances. If we do instances, okay. Okay, so those are the 3. I close this and I close this. Okay, so those are 3 instances. Create a monitoring workspace. Now we go to click navigation menu and then monitoring, wait for your workspace to be provisioned. Okay, so let's go down. Okay, sorry, click on this. Let's click on this to see more. Go down to operations and then monitoring. Okay, so let's go back there. I thought clicking on monitoring itself will something will happen, but nothing. So let's click on overview. Okay, so the workspace is being provisioned. Let me close this. That window I just closed, you could click to return it. It gives you links to tutorials that will help you better understand the current resource that you're accessing on Google Cloud. Okay, so that was quick. Should I take it that it's ready? Okay, set overview. Okay. And dashboard. Yeah, okay, it's ready. This is what you see, and we're seeing that it's quite fast compared to before. Okay, why is monitoring important to Google? I think this should be the correct answer. It is the base of site reliability, which incorporates aspects of software engineering and applies that to operations whose goals are to create auto-scalable and highly reliable systems. Okay, so that is correct. Okay, I need to put this out. Okay, now let's create custom dashboards. Create a dashboard. In the left pane, click dashboards, click create dashboard, and then give it my dashboard as the name. Okay, I'll just copy this. I'm not in the mood of typing. Okay, so we have dashboards here. So create dashboards. There are some default dashboards, as you can see here. Okay, name your dashboard, add charts to your dashboard, set up your display mode, edit the JSON file, that's the JSON file. Okay, then auto save, that is switched on. So I would name this, that's get rid of the period, hit my enter key, just click outside and dashboard is created. Okay, so so we had disks dashboard, firewall dashboard, infrastructure summary dashboard, and the VM instances dashboard. So three things that you will naturally have dashboard for are CPU utilization, anything that monitors that disk, uptime, and network traffic. So we have our own custom dashboard here. Okay. We have that. So we're going to add charts to that, I suppose. Okay, yes. The first one is select line, chart library, select line. Open dashboard setting. Let me go back there. Okay, set. Okay, from the chart library, select line, add a chart. Okay, no labels. Okay. Okay, so we're supposed to add a chart, so click on edit dashboard. They said we should choose the line from the chart library, so that's a line. Okay, so for title, give your chart a name. You can revise this before you save. Okay, selections you make. Type CPU utilization or CPU usage in the resource and metric field. Click VM instance. Then from VM instance, go into an instance, and then select CPU utilization or CPU usage. Then click apply. Okay, type CPU in the resource metric field. Okay. All right, so this walks you through things that are available for you to use. Okay, let's go back. I'm interested in MQL mode to configure widget using monitoring query language. Use this. Okay. All right, line charts, view option, done. Okay, so under chart title, I'll leave this as it is. Type this in resource and metric field. Okay, resource and metric fields, where are you? Okay, resource and metric field. Okay, that's it there. Okay, it's already picked something, but let me, oh, it's different from what I used to know. So we're typing CPU utilization. Okay, and we are told to type this, or CPU usage, then click VM instance, then instance, select this. Okay, so we have this instance, and there you go. Okay. So apply, I believe. Okay, click that one. It applies that. Okay. Okay. Click add filter and explore the various options. Okay, so add filter and then explore the various options. Group, instance name, project ID, instances. Okay. All right. Okay. Metrics Explorer. The Metrics Explorer allows you to examine resources and metrics without having to create a chart or a dashboard. Try to recreate your chart. Try to recreate a chart you just created using metrics. So Metrics Explorer. So let's click out here. Come here, Metrics Explorer. Click on this. Okay, there you go. Line chart, resource, click here, CPU usage. Okay, that's what it's called. Click here, click here, click here, this. Okay, so it returns this. This is not permanent. You can save the charts to make it permanent. Okay, so explore the various options and try to recreate the chart you created earlier. Okay, so Task 3, alerting policies. What is not a recommended best practice for alerts? Reporter noise. Okay. 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 I think that's the answer. Every other option here is a valid recommended best practice. Okay, create an alert and add the first condition. Okay, so we select monitoring, alerting, and then create policy. Put your cursor here, monitoring, click that. Create policy. Okay, so click on select a metric drop down, disable the show only active resources and metrics. Click on select metrics drop down, show only active, disable this. Okay, then type VM instance in the filter, click on VM instance, just as we did before. Let me come type VM instance. Okay, so we do VM instance. Okay, whoa. Okay, so what are we going to say? Instance, then CPU utilization. This one, CPU utilization, that one, then apply. Okay, set rolling windows to 1 minute, apply. Okay, rolling windows to 1 minute. Adjust the length of time a signal is calculated for, so it's to be reduced to 1 minute. Mean of CPU for 5 minutes is above 80%. Okay, so rolling window is 1 minute. Okay, click next, set threshold position to above threshold and set 20 as your threshold value. Click next. Where is next? Okay, there you are. Okay, threshold, and then this UI is definitely different. There's been an update on the UI. So set the threshold position to above threshold, threshold position to above threshold. Okay, it's there, and set 20 as your threshold value. So what's the value? Put in 20 there. Okay, all right, so add a second condition. Okay, so add alert condition. All right, add alert condition. Do we click next? No. Okay, we don't add it, so we click here one more time and then repeat the steps you did. Click next. Okay, so we did this, we disabled this, and then we typed VM instance. Okay, came here, I did instance, and did this, and did this, and then come here 1 minute, and then did next. Okay, then when we get to click next, in multi condition triggers for triggers when, okay, in multi conditions for triggers, advanced options, I don't know. Okay, none is here. Let's look through that again once more. Okay, click next. Oh, hold on, let's go back a bit. Okay, multi-condition triggers. I click next. Okay. I don't see any multi-condition triggers. I see alert triggers. Okay, so the next thing says the trigger when for trigger one, click all conditions are met. Okay. This triggers when all time series violate. Okay. No. Ah. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the first one. Let's see what we did here. Let's click next above threshold. Repeat steps to circumcision for this policy, for example. Repeat it for a different and click next. Okay, so let's add this above threshold 20 and then above threshold, then put in 20. Okay, and then click next. Okay. Okay, so that's what we're expected to do. Then here we now have trigger when all conditions are met. This trigger when all conditions are met. Okay, so click next once you do that. Okay, so configure a notification and finish the alerting policy. Click on the drop down arrow next to the notification channels, then click on manage notifications. Okay, so do this, manage notifications. Okay, a notification channels page will open. Click add new, and then for email, enter your personal email and then fill down a display name. Click save. Okay, so with this, so email, add new. Okay, so let me use this. Okay, display name guards, guard alerts. Okay, click save. Okay, so go back to the previous create alerting policy tab. Okay, so that's this one, and then do a refresh, and there you go. Pick that one up. Wait, hold on. Okay, click OK, and it's there. All right, so refresh, and then now select your display. Now click OK. We've done that. And for your choice for the alert name, click next. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so alert policy name, I'm going to call it guards alert policy. Click next. Okay, there's a space for documentation, and then review the alert and click and then check my progress. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and the CPU utilization, first one, this other one. Okay, and then create policy. Okay, so let's check our progress. Let's hope we did well. Okay, we're good to go. In the left pane, click groups. We want to create resource groups that can be monitored as a group, where you create resources, bring them together, and then monitor them as a group. Okay, so all right, so let's go to groups. Click create group, enter a name for the group. VM instances is fine. In the criteria section, type nginx in the value field below contains, click done and then create. So let's come here, you can close this one. So create group, name of the group, name contains nginx. Okay, so nginx, done, create. So done, then create. Okay, review the dashboard. Review the dashboard cloud monitoring created by a group. Okay. All right. Send bytes, discrete bytes, received bytes, CPU utilization, running resources. Okay, there are 3. Okay, which is 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 here. These are for the disks. Okay, so that's good. Task 5, uptime monitoring. Select all valid targets for cloud monitoring uptime checks. Alerts. I know email is there, SMS is there. Let me go back to alerts. Let me pretend edit notification channel. Okay, so there you go. We have webhooks. Okay. All right. We have SMS cloud pops up. SMS cloud pops up. Which other one? So third parties. Okay. The only one I don't see here is EC2. Okay. Let's check and be careful. Be sure it's not there. So let's see if we're correct. Okay, we are correct. So I can just go back. We're not doing anything here. Just wanted to make sure we see. Okay. All right. So in the monitoring tab, click on uptime checks. In the monitoring tab, click on uptime checks. There you go. Okay, none. Okay, so click create uptime check. All right. Title, enter a title, then click next. Protocol is this, that. Title, guards uptime check. Next target is HTTP. These are the resource type you can watch out for, or you can monitor: Kubernetes, instances, elastic load balancers, internal IP. Okay, resource type is instance in this case, and the group, select your group, check frequency 1 minute. Group, pick the group here, 1 minute. Okay, click on next to leave the other details to default. Under alerts and notification, select your notification channels from the drop down. Okay, next. Under alerts and notification. Okay, so we're checking for 200. Okay, for uptime check, it has to return 200 to be valid resource still running. Okay, click next, and then my channel. Okay, my notification channel, click here and this, and then click OK. Okay, so that is the channel we use to send you alerts whenever there's an issue, when our system goes down. So you create a notification channel, then link it to an alert policy, and uptime check. Okay. You create an alert policy, add a notification channel, then that channel is used by uptime checks. So whenever anything happens, then the email that has been added will receive an alert, and if you added documentation, then they would know how to respond to that particular alert. So let's check and be sure we did well. Disable the alerts. Alerting policies. Disable the alerting policies. Stay active for a while after a project is deleted. Disable the alerts. Alerting policies stay active for a while after a project is deleted, just in case it needs to be reinstalled. Since this is a lab, you will not have access to this project again. Remove the alerting policies you created. Navigate to alerting section. From the alert policy details page, click the enabled link at the top. Okay. From the alert policy details page, where is the alert policy? Okay. Okay. And I click disabled. Okay. You will be asked to confirm. Okay, so it's been disabled. Alright, so let's go back. Okay, time check failure. We can even do this here. We can click on this, turn that one off. Okay, so we're good to go with that. That was pretty straightforward. I especially like the new UI for setting up the dashboards and the alerting policies. I like this one. So create a policy, do this, and I like what I see. So let me just disable this and see. Okay, there it is, just below. Click here, let me take this one, and this reads. Let me take this reads and apply. Okay, so let me take this 1 minute, and of course go to the next one. Above threshold, above threshold, all time series violates. Alert triggers, threshold is 20. Okay, go to the next. Notify on this is failure. Notification channel has been disabled. This one, let's add it. Okay. Incident auto close duration 7 days. After 7 days, it will be closed. And then add documentation here, and then create a name for this policy. So that's a nice one. I discard this. Alright, so I close this. Alright, so end the lab, submit, do the review. Of course, I left full review for them. Thank you for watching. Please endeavor to subscribe to my channel. Endeavor to leave your likes and your comments on any areas you're not clear about. I'll do my best to make it clear. Thank you for watching.